Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Abhishek. I'm a product designer who is currently on a sabbatical with a broken hand. I'm in Agartala right now. It's a tiny little town situated in the northeastern region of India, and this also happens to be the place where I grew up. I haven't added any background music to this video because there is a lot of natural sound, and I wanted to use that as my background music. I don't know how it will come out, but that is an experiment I want to try in this video. My childhood friends are here and I'm spending a lot of time with them, so yeah, it's really nice to be here anyway. Then this happened. As far as I know, my tendons got stretched and that has severely limited my hand movement, so I'm not able to write anything or do anything with this. And I'm spending a lot of time reading, which is, if you ask me, not a very bad deal. Anyway, today I wanted to chat about creating systems. It's one of my favorite productivity hacks that not only gets a lot of things done, but also brings the most peace of mind at the same time. In a typical week, I do at least 10 hours of reading, 5 hours of writing, 7 hours of cooking, 4 hours of coding, 8 hours of designing, and 6 hours of recording and editing videos. I also teach computer programming to kids that need some preparation, which takes about 5 hours every week. And apart from that, I obviously do all the humane activities such as eating, sleeping, spending time with friends and family, playing board games, doing nothing, all that. To be honest, it's a lot, yes, and I try to be as mindful as possible that I do not do things that do not bring me fulfillment. At the same time, I also make sure that I enjoy the things that I do, that I do not get fatigued and stop doing something completely, because that is the worst thing that can happen. I really love what I do. Now, to get things done efficiently, the process that we learned as kids is to build a routine and then follow it by heart. This essentially means set time blocks to work on certain things. For example, morning 7 to 9 is reading time, 11 to 1 is cooking time, evening 9 to 11 is writing time. While this process works well for certain kind of activities, it doesn't work in most of the cases, at least in my case. If I'm reading on a topic that I'm familiar with, then yes, I can read almost any place, anytime. If I'm cooking a generic lunch that I've cooked, say, hundreds of times, then yes, I can do it any time of the day. Not an issue. But if something requires the active participation of my brain, then what can I say? My brain is the most cooperative all the time. It has got a mind of its own and its own sweet schedule. Therefore, I tend to avoid a fixed timetable as much as possible because it doesn't work for me. And instead of depending upon a calendar system, I create my own systems. And that is what this video is all about. So what is a system? It's a set of predefined rules and processes that save you from the trouble of making runtime decisions. As simple as that. For example, if you are into nutrition, you must have heard of something called intermittent fasting, where you divide your 24-hour day into two windows. One has 8 hours, the other has 16 hours. If you follow intermittent fasting, then you eat only within this 8-hour window and you fast the rest of the time. Now, would you eat that pizza since you're hungry and your friends are insisting? If you are within this 8-hour window, then yeah, go ahead, eat your heart out if it doesn't bother you, because pizza is not the most healthy thing. But if you are within this 16-hour window, then why would you eat it? Your system doesn't allow it, right? Similarly, my 10% rule makes investment decisions super simple. Is a particular investment hyper speculative? Do I have some wiggle room in my 10% investment allocation? Yeah, then let's go ahead with it. No, then I should ignore it no matter how lucrative the investment decision is, because my system doesn't allow it. And since I've already put so much of thought into creating the system in the first place, breaking the rule right now doesn't make sense. It's kind of stupid, and I try not to be stupid. Now, systems do not have to be domain dependent. For example, my 10% rule can be applied outside the domain of finance as well. Oh, interesting. Suppose I've got an awesome business idea. Should I quit my job and work on it full time? Probably not. The business idea is speculative and might fail, so I should start off by investing, say, 10 or 20% of my time and money into it until I find product market fit. After that, it might make sense to go into it full time. The same logic applies if you wish to become an actor, a musician, or maybe a YouTuber. Who knows? The whole point of creating systems is to help you get more done by doing less. Having an efficient system is almost like having your own personal butler, like Alfred. This makes you Batman. Nice. Hell, even Barack Obama depended on systems to make executive decisions. If systems work for a guy like him, then it should definitely work for all common folks such as us. So yeah, invest your time and effort in creating awesome systems. Tell you what, I love systems so much that I've been using it to write non-stop for 2.5 years. Wow. As part of my personal learning system, I already read a lot of interesting books and take extensive notes on a daily basis. The most interesting notes become the essays that I publish on my website. And I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years. It's almost like I never put any extra effort in doing all this. And this is by design, not by accident. Most of the work that I share online is actually my intellectual residue that is generated on a daily basis because of my daily habits. As simple as that. I rarely put any extra effort in doing all these things that I do. What about YouTube videos? Do I have a system for that as well? You bet. If you have noticed, I do not add any swanky animations in any of my videos. Animations look nice. I love motion graphics. I love creating them, but they take a lot of time and effort. At the end, this just isn't sustainable for me. I do not even have 350 subscribers as of now. I'll probably need one more year to reach even 1,000 subscribers. Now, if I were to put a lot of time and effort in creating these beautiful videos each and every time, then this low subscriber count would become a constant demotivator. This might prevent me from publishing videos each and every week. Instead, I prefer to just look into the camera and just talk. No fancy animations whatsoever. Now, will adding animations and a bit of graphics get me more subscribers? Maybe. But I won't be able to go on producing videos each and every week like I'm doing right now, which for me at least is more important. It's a system with a set of rules that work specifically for me. Now, your system may be completely different. It's your job to create a system that serves you, not the other way around. For example, I dislike reading books. That's why I make it a point to read 10 to 15 books at a time so that I can switch from one to the other as soon as I'm bored. If you are anything like me, if you do not have a lot of patience, if you dislike reading books in general, then maybe this is a good system for you to start off. My note-taking system is based on the Zettelkasten method, but I went on modifying it along the way as I saw fit, and now I've got a whole system of my own that serves me very well. Do the same. Borrow from somebody else and go on modifying it as you see fit. A system is not written in stone. It should always be tweakable, and you should tweak it all the time as you see fit. All my YouTube videos talk about one system or the other. I invite you to borrow them. They are at your disposal. Use them, make them better, and do share with me once you do so. Do not forget that. That is very important. I sincerely believe that with time, we should get more done with less work. The ultimate measure of success, according to me at least, is how much time you have to kill. Therefore, the goal is to have maximal free time, not maximal activity. Creating good systems help us achieve that. That was the whole point of this video, if it wasn't clear already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.